the category Absa Unlisted Company Award, there were 46 nominees. The 6 finalists are:
Our success or our story started 30 years ago when we were given an opportunity to start a car rental business. 3 females, not knowing much about business, but had a passion and drive to really make it in this highly competitive industry. We started with a fleet of 5 cars. The first year we did 40,000 rand turnover. Today we have a fleet of 20,000 cars. We have an annual turnover of 2 billion, an asset base of our fleet worth 2.6 billion, a team of very dedicated, customer-orientated people of 1,300 staff across the country, and we're part of the global Europe Car network that operates in 120 countries around the world.
Paragon Architects is a commercial architectural practice. We do primarily corporate head offices. The latest buildings we've done, we're currently building Sasol's new head office. We're busy with, or just finished, Alexander Forbes, and we've also done Norton Rose. We're a practice of about 85 professionals, and we are practicing throughout the whole of Africa. So at the moment it's a really exciting time to be an architect.
Garron Group is a national insurance broker, founded by my late father some 54 years ago when he started in the business. From about 1994, my partner Sandy Guthrie and myself have expanded the organisation, where we are now 15 branches throughout South Africa, about 300 staff. We have a strapline, national strength, local signature, which I think epitomises very much our approach to the relationships with our clients and how we go forward.
Laddish Motor Company is a Centurion-based dealership. We've got 5 brands under our umbrella, being Ford, Mazda, Jaguar, Land Rover and Kia. We sell 500 cars a month and we service about 50,000 cars a year. It's been a great ride for the past 15 years and we look forward to the future.
Paramount is this year 20 years old. We are today one of the fastest growing global aerospace and defence businesses in the world. This is a business that has been born in Africa, grown out of Africa, and has truly gone global. I'm very proud of what we've achieved. I'm very proud of the South Africans and the Africans who've helped us achieve what we've achieved in the last 20 years.
Simfa Africa is an innovative technology company that has brought music streaming to Africa. It grew out of a company called Exact Mobile, which has been doing music downloads since the year 2000. It's a very innovative technology, giving you access to 23 million tracks every month for one payment, which is very different to the iTunes download model. We're very proud of the technology we've developed right across various different platforms.
I'm a tax partner at KPMG, specialising in tax, mergers and acquisitions and financial services. We pride our business by the solutions we bring to our clients, which is not only tax advice, but business-related solutions. We have a team of 250 people, ranging from accountants to lawyers, and we're very focused on teaming within our organisation. The culture we bring is a culture of success. We also ensure that our people spend time outside of the office hours in terms of painting schools, providing shoes to kids going to school, but also ensuring that we bring those people back into our organisation.
Sweets from Heaven began in 1988 in Small Street Mall, downtown Johannesburg. Now, nearly 25 years later, in 2014, we have over 100 stores in Southern Africa and in the United Kingdom. Proudly, we have just opened in Charing Cross Road, West End London, and in Tottenham Court Road, also in West End London. And we would very much hope that the next 25 years are as sweet as the first 25 years. Thank you very much.
Good evening. Just before I announce the winner, just like to say a few words that I actually wrote just now when I was sitting, that not the original plan. Just to start by saying that the support the drive, the interest shown by the South African Jewish community in support of Israel is amazing. It's really amazing. Seen it everywhere, and I was in Israel 3 times in the last 6 weeks during this current war there, and we've heard it. And I met people that heard about what we do in our Jewish community in South Africa. And probably it's well known out there in the world that the support to Israel from the diaspora is led always by the South African community. So as an Israeli and South African, I'd like to thank you on behalf of all those guys from the other side. When I was in Israel now, and every time that I came back, I kept on hearing the same message from us, the Jewish people here and Jewish people in Israel. And the message was around, they hate us, they don't like us, we don't have friends. Most of the world is anti-Semite. Both in Israel and back here, and we've also heard it from some speakers today from this podium. And it kind of feels like the kids that comes from school and tells his mother, they hate me, I don't have friends, they don't like me. And that psyche is a terrible psyche to get into. That kid, when he goes back the next day to school with this psyche, his psyche will become the reality, and no kids will want to play with him. And I suggest that to think that it doesn't matter what we do, it doesn't matter what we say, they will continue to hate us. It's totally wrong. Wrong to think it, but I also think it's wrong out there in reality. We're not hated. It's just economics. And to borrow it from the saying in the American election, it's the economy is stupid. It's true here too. The world does appreciate us. Media here and there, the size of the market, the 15 million Jews compared to 1.3 billion Muslims, 300 million Arabs compared to 6 million Israelis, and the like, does make a difference to what the media says or what interested parties say. So the world does not hate us. Thinking that we are hated and there is anti-Semitism will only lead to that growing. Relating it to South Africa, here, to our country, I think this Jewish community is extremely good in looking after itself, after the weak parts of our community. And there are many institutions, and we see them often, and they come and talk to us often, that do just that, look after the Jewish community. We also, as I mentioned earlier, we also look after Israel. We care, we donate, we travel, we bring kids. And I just heard that we're bringing a lot of kids from Sderot next week to host them here. And I think it's an amazing initiative. And we look after Israel, we care about Israel, we donate to Israel, we visit Israel, we support Israel here vehemently. We really, really do well for Israel. As individuals, as individual groupings, as initiatives, like some of that we mentioned today, like Tikkun. We do a lot of things out there in the economy here, in society here. But as a layman, as somebody who's not involved, sits on the side, I read newspapers like everybody else, I read the media, I read websites, watch TV. I don't see us as a total community, under the banner of the Jewish community, do a lot and publish it a lot. As individual initiatives, we're very noisy. As a Jewish community, the only time we come into the fold and I read something when I run down US 24 is when there is conflict in Israel, and we come really strongly in defending and sometimes attacking those adversaries. But when it gets a little bit more peaceful in Israel, we go quiet, we revert to supporting those initiatives that we supported before and continue to, as individuals, to support. I suggest that as a Jewish community, under the banner of Jewish community, we can do so much for the country. We can associate ourselves with great things, like entrepreneurship, which was mentioned just now by the Chief Rabbi, where everybody will know and knows that Jewish people are extremely associated with entrepreneurship. We need to push it. We need to push science and technology, agriculture, water. And strangely enough, those are the elements that Israel is a world leader in. So if by promoting ourselves, by doing things, doing more, I'm not saying we're not doing, but doing more under the banner of Jewish community, okay, we can achieve a lot to fight the so-called hate, to contribute to the society we live in and grow our wealth in, and even more importantly, we can create a bridge between bringing all the stuff that is good in Israel and really playing a bridge, acting as a bridge on the gap that is a widening gap between South Africa and Israel. Thank you. I'm not... And the winner in the category Absa Unlisted Company is Ivor Itikovic.
It is really a great honor for me to be receiving this award from my community. A community that I owe a lot to. A community that I have a lot to be grateful to. Howard, you and your team have achieved the ultimate African mitzvah. The mitzvah of celebrating the good things and the good news stories of the African continent. We don't do this enough. We as a community tend to revel in the pleasure of moaning about everything around us that isn't right. But if you look at what we have achieved as a country, if you look at what we've achieved as a community over the last 20 years, we have a huge amount to be thankful for, a huge amount to celebrate. And we as Africans need to do this a lot more. There has never been a more exciting time to live and to work in Africa. We as Jews know how to be pioneers. We know how to be innovators. We're at a tipping point on the continent of Africa. We're at the point where the world has acknowledged that Africa is finally rising. And we as Jews on this continent have a role to play. In fact, we have an obligation to play our role, to help every African be the best that they can be and help this continent achieve what we all know that it can achieve. I want to dedicate this award to the great Jews that have come before me, to the great Jews that have made us proud as South Africans. For many years, I've been an advocate of the fact that the Jewish community in this country are inextricably woven into the web, into the fabric that makes South Africa what it is today. We have played a role, an incredibly important role in our liberation. We've played a role in our politics. We've played an incredibly important role in developing the economic fabric of this country, and we've played a role through our philanthropy in changing the social fabric of this country. We've played a role way beyond what our numbers dictate. And I believe that as a community, we need to spend more time celebrating our successes than bemoaning our challenges. I want to dedicate this award to the people that have made me what I am. The Springs Jewish community, a community that allowed me to be brought up in a Jewish shtetl, albeit a South African shtetl, a shtetl nevertheless. To my grandparents, who lived hard lives, who were pioneers in that community, but taught me the value system that dictates everything that I do every day. To my parents, Bernice and Louis, whose fortitude, whose strength have been an encouragement to me in everything that I do. To my amazing wife, Debbie, and my children, Ruby and Kerry, who have sacrificed hugely to allow me to do what I do. They remain my most important supporters. And most importantly, to the Paramount team, a team of incredible South Africans. South Africans that take my crazy ideas and turn them into reality and allow us to be the best in the world at what we do. You all make me proud to be an African. But more importantly, you make me proud to be a Jew living in Africa. I thank you.